Okay, today's lesson is 4-6 called Zeros in the Quotient. You will need your spiral to take notes and a pencil, just one color. Um, so go ahead and write the title at the top of your next page. And here are the notes I want you to start with. The long division algorithm should be followed step by step to find the quotient. And you might be thinking, okay, zeros in the quotient, this is kind of a strange lesson. But the reason we're spending a whole lesson on it is because a lot of students get tripped up by putting the zero in the right place in the quotient. Okay, so a big idea right here, I want you to write this down too, is that you can use zero in the quotient just as you would use any other digit. It should not be seen as being different from any other number. Just because it's zero, it's still a digit, it's still part of the number, and it's important to be included in the quotient in the right place value. Okay, so we are going to do a problem together, and I want you to copy the problem down and also copy the steps. And I am going to try to record from the smartboard. So hopefully you can still hear me. So go ahead and copy down this practice problem. 520 divided by 4. And then write down step 1. Estimate. Decide where you're going to place the first digit in the quotient. Use compatible numbers if you need to. That's why we spend so much time on estimating and using compatible numbers. I know that 5 is not divisible by 4, but I know that 5 is fairly close to 4, so I'm going to use the compatible numbers, the basic fact, 4 divided by 4. So 400 divided by 4 is 100. So using this compatible numbers, this estimate, I know that the first digit in the quotient is going to have to go in the hundreds place because 400 divided by 4 is 100. So 5 divided by 4 is 1. Okay? Divide the hundreds, multiply, subtract, and compare. So now you are just following the standard division algorithm. So I've already divided. I need to multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract and compare. Is my 1 smaller than 4? Yes, it is. Okay? So go ahead and pause here if you need to get all of these notes. And I'm going to move on to the next slide. Step 2. Okay? Something else you need to know. I had to rewrite this problem on each slide, but you can just continue adding to the same problem. You don't need to rewrite it each time. So step 2. We've already done step 1, which was divide 5 by 4. Now we need to divide the tens. So I bring down the tens, and I divide. So 12 divided by 4 is a basic fact. I know it's 3. Now I multiply. 3 times 4 gives me 12. Subtract and compare. Is 0 less than 4? Yes. So I can move on to the next step. Again, go ahead and pause here if you need to finish up these notes. And finally, we have step 3. Okay? I'm going to back it up a minute. Here's where a lot of people will stop because they got 12 minus 12 equals 0. However, I still have a 0 in that ones place. So you continue following the algorithm. So you still have to bring down the ones, even though the ones value is 0. There are 0 ones. So can I do 0 divided by 4? No. I have to write a 0 in the ones place in the quotient. Okay? You can still follow the algorithm, 0 times 4, if that helps you to keep it straight in your head. All right? but you must divide each place value, even if there is a 0 in that place value. Okay? At this point, you can stop, rewind, rewatch any part of the video that you may need to. And when you are feeling confident, go ahead and copy down these two practice problems. 972 divided by 9 and 453 divided by 5. Obviously, you're going to need more workspace in here than just this little area. So notice there are not zeros in the dividends. So be careful where you are going to want to place a 0 somewhere in this quotient. All right? Good luck.